Political pollster Bill Johnson is predicting a win for the Labour Party in the upcoming 2020 general elections. Johnson was speaking during the 29th January Island Issues on Freedom FM in a live telephone interview also streamed live on Facebook. According to Johnson, the poll was conducted during the December 2019 period when the Team Unity administration would have had important positives in its favor. He cited the double salary to civil servants, the significant reduction in crime, as well as a general season of goodwill. However, Johnson said the results of his poll are showing that Labour will win the next general elections.
Yes, I would say overall, at this point, I'm projecting that Labour is ahead in 7 seats. They're having real challenges in 2 seats, and 2 seats are up for grabs.
Johnson also commented on his poll results that indicated that the perception of Prime Minister Dr. Timothy Harris is now a major issue for a high percentage of the electorate.
20% of the people, regardless of constituency that we polled in, indicated that they had concerns about how the Prime Minister just seems to be wanting to line his pockets and the pockets of his family, which is, this isn't an open-ended question. We didn't ask people, do you think the Prime Minister is da-da-da-da-da-da? We just said, what are some of the things that you like about the Prime Minister? What are some of the things that you dislike about the Prime Minister? And the fact that off the top of their head, 1 in 5 would say they really have issues with how he mainly cares about his family, himself and his family, and not the people in general. I've never had an issue like relating to corruption that was that high. And I've been polling in the Caribbean for 23 years. And I've never seen anything approach the intensity as that issue has.
Johnson also said that in terms of popularity, the leader of the Labour Party was well ahead of the leader of the Team Unity coalition. Glenn Barth for SKN Newsline. Premier Mark Brantley said the fact some CARICOM member states might hold a different view on an issue does not mean the community is divided. Speaking at his January press conference in Charlestown, Nevis, Premier Brantley responded to recent negative criticism that appeared on social media and in some news media publications and programs expressing the view that the United States was attempting to divide CARICOM on the issue of the Venezuela crisis. The criticism flared up ahead of a 21st January meeting held in Jamaica of CARICOM representatives with the U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo. But Premier Brantley was firm in his belief that such a standpoint was not realistic, nor did the meeting reflect such a viewpoint.
View? Absolutely. And some of the commentary that I've heard, it seems like people vex with America because America has a view. They're entitled to have a view. Does St. Kitts and Nevis have a view? Absolutely. And we equally are entitled to a view. And so, because the views may not always be the same, it doesn't mean that the relationship is bad or we need to start to vilify each other. Now, this started when President Trump invited certain leaders to Mar-a-Lago, his estate in Florida. And I believe it was a prime time. We're individual sovereign countries. So we have to be able, within that framework of being a sovereign country, to engage with other countries. I use the example publicly in some comments I made of China and Taiwan. China engages with the majority of CARICOM. But within CARICOM, you have Haiti, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, St. Kitts Nevis, and Belize that have relations with Taiwan. Now, should we, those 5, argue and say the others who subscribe to the one China policy are dividing the region? Should they say of us who support Taiwan that we are dividing the region? No. We say that you have a sovereign right to have your relationships, provided that it does not violate any tenet or position that CARICOM has arrived at. And I did not see the meeting that was convened in Jamaica as violating anything that CARICOM has said. The problem I feel that we have in the region is all of us prejudge So all of us knew what the meeting in Jamaica was going to be about before the meeting occurred. And I am here to tell you that in the roundtable discussion, Secretary Pompeo did not even mention Venezuela. No mention whatsoever was made of Venezuela. He came, his statement was probably about 5 minutes or less. He said he had come to listen. And what he did mention was the fact that the United States was supportive of Luis Almagro to be returned as Secretary General of the OAS. He did say that they support Almagro. But there was none of the arm twisting and the badgering that it seems that people were in advance of the meeting saying the meeting would be about. And so my sense is that perhaps sometimes it is important in our region that we step back. We not make assumptions and then based on those assumptions arrive at conclusions. But we allow the meetings to occur, and then after the meetings we get the brief and we determine then where we go.
Premier Brantley said a meeting with Secretary of State Pompeo was an important opportunity for CARICOM to outline to the United States administration what are the critical issues of concern to the Caribbean community. Glenn Bart for SKN Newsline.
At Nagico, the things that matter to you matter to us. Like your boat when you're at sea and you get away from everything. Your home and the security of your daughter's things. And the car that you've had for too long, but after all these years, you just can't let go. At Nagico, we're about much more than just insurance. We're about the big things and the small things that mean everything.
You care about what goes on your skin. You care about the ingredients, organic and natural products. We have Rituals brand, Victoria's Secret, and much more. Discover the collection of prestige natural beauty. There are too many chemicals. Time to change. Go to Lucky's Duty Free at King's Pavilion Hotel on Bay Road, Bastille. Treat yourself as a princess. Also, Bath and Body Works coming soon. Check us out on Facebook. Open hours are from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Give us a call, 466-7059. Lucky's Duty Free.
Quality Diagnostic Laboratory, your newest partner in your healthcare. We offer the latest in on-island clinical laboratory testing. A comprehensive range of blood tests, urine tests, stool and other testing such as cholesterol and sugar testing, as well as hormone, kidney and liver functions, and many more. Quality Diagnostic Laboratory is located at the corner of Keon Street and Fines Avenue, opposite the Greenlands pasture. Our opening hours from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday to Friday are designed with you in mind. We are also open on Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. for your further convenience. Call or contact us at 465-6657 or email us at info@qualitydiagnosticlab.com. Quality Diagnostic Laboratory. Excellence in performance.
Banners, commercial signs, decal printing, canvas prints, license plates, posters. We at Multigraphics are dedicated to providing quality products and service to our customers. Our team takes pride in the craftsmanship and is passionate about its work. Every job, large or small, is important. Most of our customers come to us through referrals. That's because our number one priority is service. We serve a wide variety of customers, such as restaurants, retail stores, manufacturers, trucking companies, and many more. Our capabilities include design, production, and installation. How can we help? We are located at Bird Rock at the Woods Right compound. Call us at 869-763-1511 or 784-491-7599. Multigraphics.
One of the priorities of Next Gen SKN Labour is to resuscitate the Citizenship by Investment program should the party win the 2020 general election, said Dr. Denzel Douglas, leader of the rebranded party. Headlining a Labour policy reveal event on 23 January 2020, Dr. Douglas said a new Labour administration will push the citizenship by investment program to new levels that will provide the financial resource for development in the country.
We will resuscitate the economic bloodline of St. Kitts and Nevis, the CBI. We will take it to the next level. We are not going to be so much concerned about just selling passports and making shares available to investors. No, we will target the development, the construction of more hotels, a brand new Joseph and Franz General Hospital will come from the CBI funds. The most up-to-date diagnostic tools to advance the care of our people will be delivered by the next-gen SKN government after the resuscitation of the CBI program. But not only that, we will make sure that those who are already citizens, those who are high net worth citizens invested here in our country, we will provide them with new tools, new opportunities for financial investments, so that we here can become truly a financial center for the Eastern Caribbean and for the wider Caribbean region, if not the entire world.
Dr. Douglas also reiterated the intention to develop a full-blown marijuana industry on St. Kitts. Glenn Bard for SKN Newsline.
Four days after the tragic death of their team captain, Kennedy Isles, the S-Grave Newtown United FC played their rescheduled SKNFA Premier League game against Flow 4GK and Rockets at the Warner Park. But the team from East Bastille was no match for the boys from the Green Valley as Keon trounced Newtown FC 5-2 on Tuesday night. Going to the half at 1-1, courtesy of goals from Gian Duncan in the 16th minute for Keon and Jordan Misiri in the 20th minute for Newtown, Keon came out firing in the second half, scoring 4 unanswered goals for most of the match. Gian Duncan added to his tally with the 58th minute strike. Javern Matthews scored 2 goals for Keon in the 61st and 80th minute, and Quiniki Clark scored in the 71st minute. Another consolation goal came from Newtown in the 88th minute from a free kick from Johannes Mitchum. At the end of the match, Keon's assistant coach Jazza Buchanan said his team had figured out Newtown's game plan in the first half and was able to capitalize in the second half.
It's just simple. I always say in terms of we know when Newtown what they're going to bring tonight, and we still let them get a goal in all the hard from punch, playing to Rumpy, the long ball all the time. We know that. So it was nothing new that we know that Newtown bringing. So we just went McKeel and talk about it, just to take a little more punch, doing too much thing with the ball in the second half. And count our chances, we have our chances them to score. Because we have too many chances. The first half alone we had 10 chances. Newtown get 1 and score. So we should have buried Newtown long time in the early stage of the game. But we allow them to come back in the game. And again, the latter part of the game here again, we allow Newtown to come back and get a free kick. When we had possession of the ball, I just thrown over the ball to them and foul them.
Buchanan said the team is doing better this season due to a return of some of their major players who had left for other teams.
We got a lot of new players. A lot of players come back home who had left Newtown and who had left Keon and went beyond. A lot of players come back home, went ready for. And we had the young fellows who was new. Because we say last year we had playing with a lot of up and down with injury and not playing good. In that we had a lot of players now who first were playing the Premier League for the very first time. Didn't understand how the system how me and Coach Man was bringing into the team, and we were striving. Then when the school had exam now, we had to lose a lot of the players, so we had to go back to most of the players who ain't in 100% fit. So we know in terms of when we get these guys on track and more now understanding in terms of Keon football, we know we're going to get wet.
Meanwhile, coach Earl Jones of Newtown FC believes his players lacked the commitment needed to win the match.
I believe it's just discipline. The fellas don't be disciplined to come and train. I mean, we started out good, went on a run. I don't know if the loss of the captain probably went through the team. Yesterday was a bit sad over at the training ground. But nevertheless, the guys them was willing to play, and they decided to come and play for the community and play for Kennedy as well.
He commented on the loss of their team captain, Kennedy Isles, who was killed last Friday. He said his death is a major loss to the team and the community.
It's a really big loss. I mean, Kennedy was instrumental in putting this team together after losing out on about 18 players from last season. So, I mean, he also was the captain, and it's been really sad, as I say, from beginning over at the training ground. So, but nevertheless, we came to play, and we saw our mistakes, and we just have to correct them on the training ground in next coming week.
In the night's other match, Hobson Enterprises Garden Hotspurs crushed Elka Limited Security Forces 6-2. Steve Archibald scored a hat-trick for Spurs in the 20th, 29th and 43rd minutes. Jasani Merritt scored 2 goals in the 47th and 70th minutes, and Dajal Kelly in the 83rd minute, all for Spurs. Scoring for Security Forces, Lesbert Jeffries in the 53rd minute, and Shaveen Boston scoring from the penalty spot in the 69th minute. The SKNFA Premier League resumes on Saturday at the Warner Park. Sari DVN, a Caribbean gospel artist, is now available for bookings. Sari the DVN is a very versatile artist performing various genres of contemporary gospel music, such as R&B gospel, traditional jazz, praise and worship,
God deserves all nations of praise,
and reggae with hits that Fear God and I'm a Winner.
I'm a winner. If everybody in this world could just fear God.
Sari DVN is based in St. Kitts and Nevis in the Caribbean and is available for bookings for local, regional and international events, concerts and conventions. Sari has a powerful testimony and as such is available for speaking engagements. For bookings, email saridrecords@gmail.com or Donovan Survivor Grant @gmail.com or via WhatsApp or call 1-869-668-6625. Also visit his website saridenterprise.com for bookings, learn more of his ministry, and even order from his Sarid clothing line. Book Sari DVN today.
Why read the news when you can watch it? Introducing SKN Newsline, the Federation's only online TV news platform. SKN Newsline is an online TV news platform covering news in St. Kitts and Nevis. We provide a daily and accurate news on the big stories and stories of interest that other media outlets have ignored. You can watch SKN Newsline on our website, www.sknnewsline.com, or Facebook page at www.fb.com/SKN Newsline, and also subscribe to our SKN Newsline YouTube channel. SKN Newsline, your world, your news.
KVK Enterprises at Boyd's Housing Development, Trinity Parish, St. Kitts. For all your t-shirt printing, banners and signs, promotional products, shipping, motivational speeches, computer classes, agro-processing, art and craft, and desktop publishing. Come to KVK Enterprises at Boyd's Housing Development, Trinity, St. Kitts. Telephone 661-0118 or 765-7270. Email drkhrystus@kvklives.com or visit www.kvklives.com. KVK Enterprises. Now you can have SKN Newsline on the go. Introducing SKN Newsline Android mobile app. Search SKN Newsline in the Google Play Store. Download the app free and stay up to date with TV news in St. Kitts and Nevis in the palm of your hands. With this app, you can watch our news reports, watch our live news feed on SKN Newsline TV, engage with us and other app users in the chat room, look at our special features, send us news tips, and call us directly. It's news on the go. The SKN Newsline Android mobile app. Download it free today. SKNFA Premier League football is back. SK Newsline and Voice of the Caribbean Radio present the Premier League Match of the Week. Live video stream and radio commentary on St. Kitts and Nevis' premier online media networks. Every Saturday at 8 p.m., watch live football action at the Warner Park Football Stadium on the SK Newsline Facebook page, www.sknewsline.com, and at the Facebook page of the St. Kitts Nevis Football Association. You can also listen to live radio commentary at www.voiceofthecaribbean.net. It's the Premier League Match of the Week on SK Newsline and Voice of the Caribbean Radio every Saturday at 8 p.m. Don't miss it.